Welcome to Ornaments of Grace, stories for Advent and Christmas. From the Gospel of Luke. He has shown the strength of his arm and has scattered the proud in their conceit. He has cast down the mighty from their thrones and has lifted up the lowly. In 2012, Malala Yousafzai was shot in the head by Taliban gunmen. She was only 15. She was targeted because she stood up for female education, something the Taliban outlawed completely in 2008, threatening that schools disobeying the order would suffer severely. Malala's father, a social and educational activist, expected to be targeted and had warned the people of Swat Valley of Pakistan, where they lived, that the Taliban would come into the area from the tribal regions. Malala was worried about her father, since he continued to operate a school for both boys and girls. However, she was unafraid to stand up for her beliefs, something her father and mother had taught her by example. She wrote an anonymous blog articulating clearly how she wanted to continue her education, how important it was for her future and for the future of Swat Valley. She said how fearful her parents and those of her classmates were to send their daughters to school. She explained how at first the police promised to protect them, but she could see that that was not the answer, since soldiers were killed and kidnapped on a daily basis. She wrote that people had to take a stand for themselves. Soon, she was asked to be interviewed on television. She agreed, and she lost the safety of her anonymity. On the afternoon of October 9th, 2012, Malala boarded the school bus with her friends to head home. She didn't have far to go, but her mother said that it was safer to ride the bus than to walk. On the way, two young men flagged down the bus, boarded it, and shot Malala in the head. Her father found her on a stretcher at the hospital. He said, "When I looked toward her face, I just bowed down. I kissed her on the forehead, her nose, and her cheeks. I said to her, 'You're my proud daughter. I am so proud of you.'" After being near death many times and undergoing multiple surgeries, Malala gradually recovered as the world watched this brave young girl. On her 16th birthday, Malala spoke to 500 young people from around the world at the United Nations and urged politicians to do what was necessary so that every child could attend school. Yes, Malala was a lowly child, but through her, God showed the strength of his arm, scattering the proud in their conceit. For Malala's father, it was the biggest day of his life because, as he said, she was holding the lamp of hope and telling the world, we are not terrorists. We are peaceful. We love education. Malala Yousafzai is the 21st ornament of grace. He has shown the strength of his arm and has scattered the proud in their conceit. He has cast down the mighty from their thrones and has lifted up the lowly. Observing the beautiful ornaments, Malala was lowly in the sense that she was a child. How did God use her to scatter the proud? How can you find courage to allow God to show the strength of his arm through you?
Shalom World Podcasts is now available on all online platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and others.